Hi my lovies, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming an anti-haul or an anti-haul, whatever you want to call it. I call it an anti, but then I'm like, no, anti, everybody calls it that. Anyway, this is my third one of these I've done. Kimberly Clark just keeps enabling me to continue to make more of them. This is basically just a list of products that I have gone through online or have gotten notifications that these things are coming out, and I'm just like, nah, not really that interested. Don't really want to spend my hard-earned moolah on that. And I've just kind of like, nah. There are so many products I do want to buy at the moment, and I just filmed that video before this one, so you can go and check that out if you want to already. I'll link it down below because that one will be up first. I just find that these videos are really helpful, whether to be to buy or not to buy. So I'm gonna go through all the products. I have a good list of them here in front of me. I'm going to start off with one of the most expensive ones, and one that I want kind of its like sister palette of, so it's not any shade against the brand or any of these brands, it's just it's not for me. So this is the Natasha Denona Lilia palette, I think it's called, or I always want to call it the lilac palette, but it's not. It's purple and it has gorgeous purple shades in it. Now the only issue I have with this palette is except for the price. Wow, the price. So it has like lilacs and purples. There is nice warmth in it as well. I'm just not interested in this palette. I want the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I just think the Lila or Lilia, whatever you want to pronounce that, I'm probably butchering it. I just think that palette is not for me. It's just not screaming at me as much. I don't know why, because there is purples in it. It's just not the right shade of purple for me. And you guys know how much I love my purples, but these are just not the right shades. I do appreciate that some of the palette is cool and some is warm, so it kind of gives a bit of variety to people. But I kind of have majority of those shadows in my collection, strange as it may seem, and I just feel like I don't need them again in a duplicate. Warm shadows, yeah, I can never have enough of them because I hit pan on those type of shadows, whereas how many purple shadows do I really need? I don't think I need that many. Okay, so L'Oreal have come out with their, what do they call it? They're called Galaxy Sticks. Okay, I think they're the take on the Milk makeup, you know, the holographic highlighter sticks. This is their like take on it, more affordable option. No girl, no, nah, I'm not interested in this. I am so over Galaxy holographic whatever makeup. I'm so far gone. I'm just like, don't release any more to me because I'm just not gonna buy it. I'm sure this will appeal to so many people, but for me it's just not my cup of tea. I don't like those sticks that you apply onto your face anyway. When it comes to highlighters, I feel like they drag and pull off all my foundation anyway, so it's just not something I'm going to be interested in. Ah, Miss Kim KW, she always makes an appearance. Kim, bring out something I want to buy. I understand that these highlight contour kits are on everybody's lips at the moment. They are the hottest thing since sliced bread. They're just like got everybody talking, everybody interested. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not at all. But I feel like the people that are going to purchase this are big Kim fans. I actually like Kim. I don't have any objection to any of the Jenner Kardashian family at all. I don't. Like, I actually generally like, you know, their style and some of the makeup products that they do bring out. I'm kind of like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So it's no shade against her. I'm just not feeling these contour palettes. Kat Von D has done it, NYX has done it, Anastasia Beverly Hills has done it. I feel like we've been seeing these contour palettes regurgitated for months now, years now. Even e.l.f. has something that looks very similar to these. You can actually pop the pans out of the e.l.f. one, and you can put your 2 highlight shades and your 2 contour shades in it that you would like. They have cream options as well. I'm just not going to buy it. I feel like the price is just, you know, so it's kind of average. I suppose like $50 or something like that, so it's not too expensive. But to get it here to Ireland, I laugh in your face, because you're gonna spend probably the palette again to get it to Ireland. It's crazy. I saw so many people do swatches of them. ShanXO, I saw Amanda N sing. I saw a few people do them, and I just feel like they're just not gonna be for me. Now, the Kat Von D Cream Contour Palette. This might be a shock, horror, surprise to you guys, because I do love my original Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour. I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favorite contour palettes. It is possibly one of the best contour palettes I have ever used. I think it is amazing. It's pigmented so well. It's so creamy on the skin. I just love it. But now she's brought out this cream one. The concept of it looks amazing, but I'm just not into cream contouring like that. I prefer the sticks, or to use the concealers like the LA Girl Pro Conceals that I use to cream contour with. I don't know why. I just find dipping a brush in, applying the product to your skin, and then blending it out with another product just kind of too many steps. I just would rather take the product and just put it on my face and then blend it out. I feel like the Kat Von D Cream Contour palette, it'll just sit there gathering dust. I actually own the Sleek Cream Contour kits and they just sit there. They don't get used at all. I never take them out. They're amazing, great quality. They blend out amazingly on the skin, but I just don't use them. I don't know why. I just feel like that extra step to me is just kind of like, ugh, no, I'm not bothered. This is probably going to be controversial. People are possibly going to disagree with me, fight with me, and argue that I need this in my life. But I'm not going to be buying the new Hourglass sets that are coming out. They're actually out at the moment. They look lovely in theory. They're great. You know, they have like 3 blushes. Or, sorry, they have like a blush and 2 bronzers and 3 highlights. I tried the Hourglass Ambient Light highlighting palette. I purchased the products and I just wasn't overwhelmed with them. I feel like Hourglass is so extremely overpriced here in Ireland, like ridiculous. I don't know if it's that overpriced in like America, but here it's crazy expensive. It's hard to get hold of, and I just feel like I don't need these kind of palettes. I rarely kind of reach for them. I like the whole concept of having your blush, your highlight and your contour in one palette, but I just wasn't blown away by the ambient lighting palette from Hourglass. I just wasn't. Maybe if I see this in the flesh in Harvey Next or Space NK, I might swatch it and see what I think, but in general, no, just from looking at it and kind of what I know from the original Hourglass Ambient Light, I wasn't keen. I actually sold that. I didn't like it that much. Okay, GEEK are teaming up with Jeffree Star to create a new lip topper, or fancy word for lip gloss, but it's like a glittery lip topper. It's pink. It looks amazing. Barbie-esque, whatever. I'm just not into like glittery pink lips. I don't think they suit me. I'm a nude girl through and through. I love my nudes. I know you guys are like, please don't wear any more nudes. I get that. I understand, but I just love nudes and I love nude lipsticks. I just feel like I'm happiest with a lip color like this. So I'm going to have absolutely no use for a bright pink lip topper. So it's not going to work. I was talking in my last video about the Desi and Katie collection with Dose of Colors, and they have a lip topper in that as well, but it's gold. And I feel like that would look just gorgeous over a nude lip. Whereas this one from GEEK is bright pink. It's not going to be great for me. I think if you are interested in buying that though, the majority of the proceeds are going to charity, so I think that's kind of cool, but I just won't be buying it because I'm just not interested in that type of lip topper. Okay, Urban Decay are bringing out a mascara. This is called the Troublemaker Mascara. Apparently this is like a sex-proof mascara, life-proof mascara. I'm just not going to be buying it because I literally have 7 to 10 bottles of mascara that have not been opened or used. I do not need to add another one into my collection. I feel like actually, to be honest, I have to throw out some of them because I've had them so long, even though they're unopened. I feel like they're going to just deteriorate in the bottles. I love mascara. However, I feel if I have either the Catrice Rock Couture mascara or their Real from Benefit, I'm happy out. I don't need any more mascaras. I love both of those mascaras so much that I keep repurchasing them. So that's why I have tons of unopened mascaras. It's like a weird hoarding thing. What if they discontinue this and I didn't buy it? It's a really weird reaction I have towards those mascaras. So I have enough mascaras in my collection. I also have like Isadora ones, other L'Oreal ones. I have MAC ones. I have so many I need to get through, so I can't add another one to my collection. I can't wait to see the first impressions of people actually putting that mascara to the test. I think that would be more fun than actually like wearing the mascara. Okay, I've also noticed that Too Faced are doing an awful lot of releases. I mean a hella lot of releases. They have the white chocolate chip palette, which I won't be buying. The Clover palette, which I also won't be buying. What is it called? The Chocolate Vault or something? All the chocolate palettes, which also I won't be buying. I haven't been inspired by any of those palettes. I thought I would get the Clover palette, but the more I'm seeing of it, I'm like, Aisling, what are you going to do with that? It's like this colourful, bright palette with a couple of neutrals thrown in here and there. It's just not my cup of tea. I have one really, really bright palette. This is the Viseart Editorial palette. I feel like this does everything. If I need a green, I'll go to this palette. If I need a red, pink, a blue, whatever, this palette kind of has it. I feel like that Clover palette is so bright. It's not something I'm going to go gravitating towards. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. The white chocolate chip palette, don't even get me started on this. It's like more of a pastel kind of light shades in it. They're just not appealing to me. I don't think I'd ever really use the majority of the shades. I feel like it's not a palette I'd be gravitating towards it's gonna appeal to so many people. I'm well aware of that, but just for me, no. And then the third thing, the vault of the chocolate palettes, I don't need that. They have also the bronzers. I don't need any of that. That's just too much. It's an awful lot of makeup. It's a bit overwhelming. Too much at one time. So I just feel like if they'd spaced out maybe their palettes as well a little bit more, I would be more inclined to kind of buy them. I also would be more inclined to buy a chocolate palette if they re-released it, or released it maybe the original chocolate bar with one of their chocolate bronzers or something, but not all of the products together. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle. So I won't be buying them for that reason. And then final things I will not be buying are these new MAC. I'm not really sure what they're actually called. It's like these new palettes that come out. So they have like different ones, like the Rockin' Rebel. They have the Power Hungry. They have the Basic Bitch palette. They have all these like new eyeshadow palettes that I just will not be buying. First of all, they're limited edition. I hate buying limited edition MAC eyeshadow palettes. I have so many of them in my collection that never get used, never get pulled out. They're a waste of money and a waste of just storage space and everything. They're just need to be decluttered now at this stage. I'm not the biggest fan of limited edition eyeshadows. Limited edition lip products, yes, because they have a shelf life anyway. I understand you should throw your eyeshadows out after a couple of months, but I'm one of those people, I'm like, oh, it's powder, I don't use it that much. I'll just keep it there. It'll be all fine. I'll get an eye infection, it'll be grand. But I just feel like these eyeshadow palettes I'm just never going to use. They're just going to sit there. They're going to gather dust and they're just going to be pointless to me to have in my collection. So I just won't be buying them. Then they won't have to sit around and then I won't have to complain that I never use them. You know? You get me? I feel like I tried to make this all balanced by talking about products I am going to buy and then now talking about products I'm not going to buy. It just helps you guys kind of make a well-informed decision when you're purchasing products. Do you really need them? Are you going to use them? Have you anything like it at home? Or is this really your cup of tea, or are you buying it because it's been recommended to you? You walk into any sort of shop that sells makeup and it's always like, the new releases, get them now, limited edition, don't get it, your life will be over. And you'll be so sad and upset and you'll be thinking about this for the rest of your life, but honestly, you're not gonna. And if you do buy it and use it like 3 times, it's gonna sit in your drawers. Believe me, I'm one of those girls that buys those things thinking that if I don't get it, it's gonna be gone and I'm gonna regret my life forever. And then they just sit there and nobody talks about them again. So there you go. You live and you learn. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will talk to all of you guys in my next one. I'm going to film one more video looking like this. So if you see me again looking like this, wearing the same outfit, same hair, same everything, you just don't judge. Okay? 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 Mwah. I love you guys. Bye.